To work in the style of Alex Hyner, you need to start with a telephone pole. That picture needs to have some wires surrounding it to create these sections. You can simplify that for yourself by keeping that fairly straightforward and not having too many wires. Or if you're aiming for something more complex, you can choose lots of wires. That's up to you. Next, take lots of different sky photos, different times of day, different colors, different weathers, morning, sunset, grey days, nice blue skies, evening, nighttime photos, and so on. Copy and paste each of those photos onto the same image and then resize them. Go to free transform and resize it so that mostly your image is just sky, especially if you've got other things in the picture. It doesn't matter if it's little corners, there are other things. And you're going to layer up, I'd suggest at least 5 different skies. And for each one of those, making sure you're on the right layer, resize them to cover most of your screen. We are looking for some variety here. The more variety you have, the more interesting your edit is going to be at the end. That one's already pretty good. And then lastly, the grey. Right, so you can see on the right-hand side, if you look at my layers, I've got 5 layers of clouds and skies, and then I've got a background layer, which has got my pole on. I'm going to drag that to the top of the layers box because I want that to be the top and the sort of prominent image, and I'm going to reveal everything below it. Now, you've got a couple of options here, depending on what you prefer. If you have nice clear lines, then you should be able to use the magic wand tool. If you make this selection over here, you will be able to do a click and then to join on any extra sections. So you can see here that this is probably a bit too sensitive for what I'm going to do. So I'm actually going to deselect that, test it on a different section. Yeah, it's a bit too grainy in this. Depending on how clear your picture is, that could work better. So I'm going to do this example because this is the majority of yours will be. Grab the polygonal lasso tool, draw around your shape, make a selection, and you're going to delete it. It is that simple. Depending on which layers you want to reveal, if you want to reveal layer 5 in this position, you would just delete once on the background layer. If I wanted to reveal layer 4, I would also need to reveal and delete through layer 5, as you can see there. And it's that simple. The more of these you do, the more interesting your piece will be. Go back to the top layer first and hit delete, and then work your way through layers. You can keep some of the original image if you want to. You don't have to. You could fill all of them with different skies. Again, delete from that top layer, and then reveal all the way down to wherever you want to stop. Think about the colors that you want, whether you space those out, maybe try not to have them side by side to get the most interesting edit. Go back to the top, delete, all the way down. I'm going to reveal that last layer, I think, this time. And so on. And there you have it, a very quick edit in the style of Alex Hyner. You could then experiment further with this using images other than telephone poles. Maybe you could work through a fence or in windows. Anything that you have a clear selection to be made could work really effectively with this. So play around with it. I'd love to see what you create. Let me know in the comments how you get on, And make sure you're following for more tutorials linked to photographers that might be really useful at GCSE, A-Level and beyond.